Hi in-home care team, my name is Brendan and I'll be taking you through a short tutorial today on how to use FlowLogic. Within this tutorial we'll be learning how to log in, how to change our password, how to check our roster, how to clock on and off a shift, how to complete and submit a timesheet, and how to review your timesheets. Also what to do in cases of if shifts change or if shifts need to be cancelled. First of all, we'll log into FlowLogic. You can do this from your phone in a web browser. We can do this from your tablet or a laptop. First, you type in the URL, which is this URL here. https://fl-icare@datanova.com.au. Once you've typed that in, it will take you to this screen where you can see the username and the password. This username and password would have already been set up by the in-home care team and will have been provided to you via Rachel. So this is where you type in your username. In this instance, I'm just going to be using our test account, and you type in your password. Once you've typed in your password, you click on sign in. This will bring you into the main screen of FlowLogic. You are currently on the screen called Dashboard. If this is the first time you've logged in and you want to change your password, FlowLogic should prompt you to change the password automatically. If it doesn't, or you want to change your password for any other reason, you can go up to your name located in the top right hand corner, click on the down button and scroll down to change password. From here you can type in your old password, then enter the new password that you'd like to use moving forward. Once you repeat the new password, you can then save it, and FlowLogic will then save your new password for future entries into the tool. Once you've done that, you may want to look at your roster to see what shifts you have been allocated to work. To do this, you look down the left hand side of the menu until you find roster schedule. You click on this and it will take you to this screen where it will show you every shift that you have been allocated for the week. In this instance, this is me as the test worker, and it is telling me I have a shift on Monday between 9 o'clock and 11 o'clock in the Barwon region. It also shows you that it is on a Wednesday and a Friday, and the notes show you that it's for cleaning. If for some reason the shift is on the wrong day, or the hours are wrong, or needs to be adjusted for any reason, such as the client has called you and is wanting to change a shift from the allocated time and day, then we ask you to contact our office to make these changes, so we can do that for you. So to handle the changes and cancellations to your work roster, contact the office. The best way to do that is to contact roster manager at ihcare.com.au. Once you've contacted roster manager at ihcare.com.au, our team will go and make the necessary changes to your shift. It would be helpful if part of that email that you send through to the team, you give as much detail as possible, such as the new day that the shift is going to be worked on, the hours, whether it is from 10 a.m. to 12 a.m., who the worker is, who the client is that you'll be working with, and what the work will be, whether it's cleaning, respite, or community access. All these details will help us to ensure that a new shift is set up for you prior to you going to your shift. It is important to remember that the shifts are changed prior to working with the client, because once you are on site with the client, you'll need to log on and clock on to that shift. This brings us to the next part of the tool, which is how do we clock on and clock on off from a shift. To do so, once we've entered the house or arrived at the client's house, we would need to clock on to the shift to start recording the hours that we are there. To do so, you click on this button here, clock on. It may prompt you to give your current location. If it does this, always press yes. As you can see, the shift is now being clocked. It has turned to red, so it is recording the hours that you are working with your client. Once you have finished your work with the client, remember to always clock off. To do so, click the clock off button. It will once again prompt me, do I want to use my current location? Choose yes. The timesheet management page comes up. This page shows you a summary of your shift that you've just completed. It will show you the start day, the end day, the start time, the end time, and how much time you've spent at the shift. Also the location of the shift, so we can tell which client you have been at. If you've had any travels within your role, then it's important to put the start kilometers and the end kilometers within the tool, and it will automatically calculate the amount of kilometers you've done for that shift. Also, please select a reason for travel, whether it was for shopping or medical or an outing. Once you've done this, select the appropriate shift. This should match what was in your roster schedule. It is important to remember that the more notes that you give while you're on a job, the better we are able to process your timesheet. So for instance, if your shift was for cleaning, then let us know that you did cleaning. if your shift was for cleaning and a social activity, then also let us know the breakdown of that. Cleaning for 1 hour, social for 1 hour, for instance. If there are any other notes that are important to the shift, then please let us know. This could be things like had to wait for a handover of another shift worker, or if you were shadow shifting. Once you've entered all the details, click Save and Submit. It lets you know that your timesheet entry has been added. And as we can see on this line item here, you can see the shift that we've just been working on. The status here shows that it has been sent. If we need to make any changes to the shift, we can go into here, this pencil button, to edit the time shift. If we just want to view the timesheet that we have submitted, we can do so here. If the in-home care team has a query about your timesheet, it will come through the FlowLogic messaging system. The FlowLogic messaging system can be seen up in the top right. As you can see, I have 8 messages that have been unread. Click on the messaging system to see what messages you have received. From here you can reply to the in-home care team around any queries they have on your timesheet. Or if you'd like to contact the in-home care team through the FlowLogic system, you can do so by composing a new message. If you'd like a status on your timesheet to see whether it has been approved, you go up to the top hand right corner, click on your name, and then click on Timesheets. For here, you can see the status of every timesheet you have submitted. In this particular case, the one we have just recently submitted is showing a status of sent. I can also see other statuses such as these, which show declined. If you have any queries on the training that we have provided today, please feel free to contact the in-home care office team on 039455 8989. If you require additional training, then please communicate that with our office team. I hope this training has been useful for you in how to log in to the in-home care FlowLogic tool, how to view your rosters, what to do if you need to change a roster schedule, how to submit a timesheet, how to fill in a timesheet, and how to check the status of your timesheet. Thank you for listening to this training today, and I hope it has been a benefit to you.